Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Hannah and this is my 1-year-old daughter Felicity, and today I actually wanted to share with you guys some really delicious but also healthy breakfasts that are great for fall. I have a little bit of everything here in the mix. Also, please excuse my child that is playing with seasonings in the background. She's just trying to get us ready. That's all she needs to do, right? Yeah, you're gonna help us? Pretty much every recipe that I have today is gonna be gluten-free, and 4 out of the 5 of them are vegan as well. So I hope that this will help everybody be able to eat a little bit of something. And I hope you guys really enjoy these recipes. I will leave all the recipes down below so that you can also go bake them yourself if you think that these sound really good to you. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. For all of these recipes, I began by making my own oat flour. I started with gluten-free oats and ground them up in a high-speed blender until they were a fine powder. Just as a reminder, I do have all of the recipes down below in the description box, so if you would like to try any of these, that is where you'll find the exact measurements. From there, I preheated the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what all of the baked goods need to be baked at. This first recipe is a cinnamon roll muffin. This recipe calls for cashews, dates, 2 ripe bananas, some rolled oats, almond milk, I used oat for this recipe, baking powder, and some salt. The cinnamon swirl that you will see me do here in just a moment calls for brown sugar, avocado oil, cinnamon, and flax meal. If you do not have flax meal, you can blend flax seeds in a high-speed blender to make your own.
Brand new milk, half cup going in.
For this, you'll simply add all of the ingredients for the muffin base into a high-speed blender or food processor and blend together until it makes a smooth batter. But of course, we had to have a nursing break while the blender was going.
Next, we need 2 tablespoons of flax meal.
In a separate bowl, you will combine all of the ingredients for the cinnamon swirl topping.
Golden, I'll follow only golden, golden things.
Yeah, and it's not for us to eat quite yet, though. Okay. Leave it. Leave it. We gotta put it in here.
Once all of the batter is distributed, add a spoonful of the cinnamon swirl topping. Then add a tiny bit more of the muffin base and use a toothpick or a knife to swirl in the cinnamon mixture. I noticed that the ones that I evenly distributed the swirl mixture honestly tasted the best.
Hot. Right up.
sit. Sit, but don't touch, okay?
Feet step over splinters of the moon.
For this healthy apple crisp, I thinly sliced 5 apples. I put them into a 9-inch pie dish and covered them with some maple syrup, lemon, and a couple spices. After stirring in the liquid to fully coat the apples, I let them bake for about 25 minutes. In that time, I made the topping. The topping was a mixture of oat flour, gluten-free flour, pecans, oil, and some spices. I mixed it together and covered the apples. Back into the oven these went. While this was baking, I made a pumpkin oatmeal bake. I love to eat the apple crisp on top of the pumpkin oatmeal bake, which is why I made these together. You don't have to though, this is just my preference. As the name suggests, I used oats, canned pumpkin puree, 2 bananas, some milk, some eggs, lots and lots of spices, and some oil. I mixed all of the dry ingredients together in one bowl and the wet ingredients into another. Then I combined them and whisked them until they were smooth.
I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now.
I transferred them into a 9x13 baking dish and baked it until a toothpick came out clean.
It's enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love.
The next thing that I made doesn't involve the oven. These spiced pecan energy balls are amazing. I start with 1 cup of dates, 1 cup of pecans, some pumpkin spice, ginger, turmeric, and a little bit of salt and pepper, and some maple syrup to hold it all together.
It's alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Closer. I wanna stay here with you.
Then I blended them up until everything was well incorporated. I feel like a food processor would have done a better job at this, but I don't have one and that's okay. Then I rolled them into balls and I threw them into the freezer. And those are done. This last recipe is probably my favorite one. This is a sweet potato pie smoothie. This also works very well with pumpkin as long as you either add some ice to it if it's pureed or you freeze the pumpkin into little dollops beforehand. I use the frozen sweet potatoes from Trader Joe's and it gives the smoothie the best, most creamy consistency.
Yeah, bananas.
I start with 1 frozen banana, about 3/4 of a cup of frozen sweet potato. Again, you can use pumpkin as well. A couple of dates, some oat milk, or any milk should do, and 2 scoops of this Orgain Vanilla Horchata protein powder. This protein powder is what makes this so delicious. Just blend until smooth. Okay, you guys, these are my top 5 fall breakfast recipes that are delicious and healthy. Let me know if you try any of them in the comments below, and list a few recipes you like to eat for fall too. I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Want a tattoo? Do you want to smile? Whoa! Whoa! What
What you talking about, Felicity? What color is in this? Because I think all the... Okay. We love dates smashed into the freaking counter.